Madison, thank you for that live report. In Pittsfield, a juvenile was arrested for breaking and entering into motor vehicles with a stolen firearm. Last night around 10, police were dispatched to the area of Bradford Street after reports of someone trying to break into vehicles there. Police then saw a person matching the suspect's description and attempted to intervene. The juvenile tried to run but was quickly captured. After a struggle, police were able to take the minor into custody. The stolen firearm was recovered there at the scene, and that juvenile now faces a number of gun charges.